Have you ever heard of this term being used? You only live once. I started thinking to myself, how do you really know you only live once? Like, I often hear that term being used loosely. For instance, Juan, go out there and have some fun, go screw your brains out, get drunk, party hard, because you only live once. And somebody actually did say that to me. Again, how do you really know we only live once? Do you know that for a fact? You're probably wondering, what is this guy talking about? I like to think outside the box from time to time. Everything that I've experienced, from a spiritual standpoint, you tend to look at this world that we live in from a different perspective. So yeah, I pose the question to you, the viewer. How do you know we only live once? For instance, I'll use an example. Just say, in this world, your life is cut short, whether it be by a car accident or I'll just use a car accident as an example. And you had so many dreams, so many aspirations that you wanted to fulfill. But because of that accident, you did not get to fulfill them. Now, wouldn't that be a shame if that would be it? I'd like to think, actually, that's in my opinion, I think that that individual who ended up passing away from that car accident would get another chance, would come back maybe in a different body or be reborn so they can fulfill what they needed to fulfill in their previous life. Do you get what I'm saying? And that goes into another topic of reincarnation. It's just it's like so much to think about. Like I said, I'm doing this vlog to get you, the viewer, to think a little more outside the box. I once had this conversation with somebody in 2001, back in 2001, a fellow coworker of mine. I don't know how we got onto the topic, but we were talking, and he wasn't so much spiritual. I am spiritual, or at least I try to be. I've had spiritual experiences, out-of-body experiences. I'm able to astral travel, soul travel, whatever you want to call it. And he's telling me, he goes, that's it. He goes, Juan, once you die, that's it. There's nothing. And I look at him, I'm like, are you crazy? I couldn't believe what he was saying. And in my opinion, that's a sad way of thinking. In my opinion, of course. Yes, he is entitled to his opinion, but to think like that, that's just... It kind of depresses you, I think, if you were to think like that. I don't know, maybe... I guess that's why people behave badly, I guess, and they justify it. They say, well, I'm gonna have all the fun in the world. I don't care about, what happened, what are the consequences, because there is no afterlife. But me personally, like I said, everything that I've experienced, the soul remains. The soul is eternal. This physical body, it'll become dust eventually, okay? So that's why, me personally, I'm trying to live my life, a little better than I was, like, many, many years ago. How do I say it? Yeah, I was drinking a lot after a while, partying. I like to go clubbing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a pope. I'm not the pope. I'm not a priest or anything. Yes, I've had my spiritual experiences, but I still like to have fun. Okay? So I decided to, curb the drinking a little. Well, I tend to get a little rambunctious. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. That's the question I pose to you, the viewer. Do we only live once? Just something to think about. Tell me your feedback, your comments. Leave your comments below if you're watching on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to rate if you like it, you dislike the topic that I brought forth to you. And yeah, So follow me on Twitter. I'll leave all the details on the credits at the end. Alrighty, so have a good one, and peace.